get permission from the mother of the house. Okay.
Buenas tardes a todos y todas. We are honored to have the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, here with us, well accompanied because she's with Secretary Jennifer Granholm, as well as Deputy HUD Secretary Adrian Todman. And the Vice President's visit to Puerto Rico is a testimony of the Biden-Harris administration's commitment to the well-being of the American citizens of Puerto Rico. President Biden was here just a couple of days, a week or so after Hurricane Fiona hit us. The First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, just visited Puerto Rico. And the Vice President, she's been here before several times, but in different capacities, including when she was a senator, U.S. Senator, but she's back. And we're so happy about that. I have to say that the frequent visits that we get from members of the cabinet of the Biden-Harris administration confirms that President Biden and the Vice President Harris have our back. They're with us in connection with this reconstruction that is happening in Puerto Rico. And now the Vice President wanted to see with her own eyes what the R3 program is all about. We're using CDBG, DR funds, to rebuild, repair homes impacted by Maria. Maria Esther Ramos' home, it's a 60-year-old home which was destroyed by Maria. She had to seek refuge with her daughter, and through this program now, she has this beautiful home, which is not only solid in terms of its construction, but it is also resilient because it has solar panels with battery storage, a water cistern, so they have become self-sufficient, which is what this program is all about. And I have to say that by now, 6,300 families have had the same opportunity that Maria Esther got from the Biden-Harris administration and my own administration here in Puerto Rico using this CDBG funding that is available. And it's not about funding. It is about quality of life. After all, everybody wants to have a safe home in which to reside, raise kids, work, retire, and that's what's happening here in Canóvanas. I know that the mayor of Canóvanas is somewhere in here, and she's proud to see that we're here. So, Madam Vice President, count on us to work together with your administration so that Puerto Rico rebuilds like it's been rebuilding in the last couple of years, and we finish the job for the well-being of our people. So now, let me turn the podium to the Deputy HUD Secretary, Adrian Todman.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here with all of you, and it's great to be here with our Vice President Harris. Madam Vice President, thank you for everything that you have done and the President has done to make sure that resources are available to support Puerto Rico's recovery. I've visited Puerto Rico on behalf of the administration several times. Additionally, I was born not too far from here in the U.S. Virgin Islands, so I understand these issues. And every time I'm here, I'm reminded of the collective strength and resolve of the Puerto Rican people and the community. And it's so important that we invest in recovery and resilience. And that is on full display today. I'm very proud of the work HUD has done to support Puerto Rico's recovery and facilitate its access to funding. And thanks to that work, HUD is investing billions of dollars in the island's recovery and mitigation efforts, which is currently being actively utilized by leaders here on the island. And thanks to that, we can see some of that work in evidence behind us. And with the programs highlighted today, more than 6,000 homes have been repaired and thousands of homeowners are benefiting from the energy and water resilience upgrades. We funded an initiative that will lead to over 3,500 units of new apartment units, and 6,000 displaced residents have become homeowners. And some 28,000 small businesses are expected to benefit just from HUD's investments alone. And this is just a sample of the work that we are doing across the administration. Look, it's undeniable that there is more work to be done, but we remain hopeful that our work will help the people and leadership of Puerto Rico lay a strong foundation for sustained growth into the future. It is now my great pleasure to introduce my colleague and friend, Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you so much. It is so great to be back in Puerto Rico with the Vice President, who has been instrumental in shepherding billions of dollars, unlocking billions of federal dollars to help the island recover and get on its feet. Madam Vice President, Puerto Rico, I know you know, has this goal of getting to 100% renewable energy, and the Department of Energy has been tasked by the administration to helping Puerto Rico achieve that goal. I'm proud to say this home is one of 114,000 homes across the island that now have solar and storage. Between our federal efforts and Governor Pierluisi is such an amazing partner in this, we will have 70,000 additional homes, but particularly for low-income people, for people who may have a medically fragile situation that requires electricity, or for last-mile homes. Those homes will have power. We expect that this summer will be the summer of solar, where we really see the quick implementation and installation of solar plus storage. So we are so grateful that you are here to inspect the work. I hope it meets with your satisfaction.
Indeed.
You want to see it go faster, I know,
Yes, I do.
because she's impatient. She wants results, and I'm so happy to turn the podium over to our great Vice President.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Madam Secretary. Thank you. I just wanted to first acknowledge the Secretary, because for those of you who know her work and her background, she is one of the most dedicated public servants I know. And on this issue of what we must do to invest in the talent and the resources and the capacity of Puerto Rico, you have been just absolutely relentless and tireless in doing what we know is achievable, especially when we have a sense of urgency about our goals. So I credit and thank you for your work. Madam Deputy Secretary, I look forward to, at the end of today, calling you Acting Secretary of HUD. And I want to thank you for all the work and the partnership between these important and critical agencies to do the kind of work that we see behind us. So thank you for that. And Governor, it is good to see you again. I thank you for greeting me at the tarmac when I got off of Air Force 2 today. But last time I saw you was at the White House in Washington, D.C. You and I and the President were having an extensive conversation about the importance of your partnership with the President and with our administration, and how that partnership makes all of this work real. So I thank you for the warm welcome, but in particular for your leadership on such important issues that have such profound impact. I also must thank the matriarch of the family, Maria. I was able to spend some time with her, and like all of the matriarchs in our families, we know where the power base is, right? We're talking about energy and solar. That's where the power is, right there. But she had tears in her eyes, explaining what it was like before this work happened. And she described to me the fear that she had that was so fundamental. It really was a matter of safety, as well as dignity, as well as quality of life. We are talking about people's homes, not only in terms of a structure, but the community, and of course the island. And what we must all understand should be a priority for restoring not only the beauty, but the infrastructure that then houses so much good and important work. I think it's critically important to remember this island is home to some of the most talented and innovative people in our nation. Puerto Rico was a growing leader and continues to be a growing leader on biotechnology. so much extraordinary work was happening, and then Maria, of course, had the impact of slowing some of that down. I was here shortly after Maria, and I saw the devastation that occurred. But what we also know is a community and a society that is in an upward trajectory when these types of climate disasters occur. They don't lose their grit. They don't lose the ambition. They don't lose the momentum. What we all need to do then is just supply the community and the talent here with the capacity and the resources. And so President Joe Biden and I have been very intentional about what we are doing for the leaders and the people and the families of Puerto Rico. So far, our administration has invested over $140 billion in Puerto Rico. And that work that has been a result of that investment spans the gamut, but includes what we are doing to help upgrade homes and facilities. What we are doing, again, with the leadership of the Secretary and Deputy Secretary, to install solar panels which are on top of this house, and to do it in a way that we learn the lessons from Maria. Solar panels were here before Maria, but part of what we realized is they were not hurricane resistant. So the innovation that has happened has also been about upgrading the technology, knowing how it has affected an island like Puerto Rico and what we must do to be smarter. Puerto Rico has taught us some lessons in that regard. So we have hurricane-resistant technology, a water source that is reliable and consistent, hot water, reliable and consistent because it's not requiring electricity, but is depending on the solar technology to heat the water. What that means for a family, a multi-generational family, which you see behind me, is extraordinary in terms of the quality of life. Part of the challenge that Puerto Rico has faced has been what we know is intermittent electricity and energy sources because of these extreme weather occurrences. The installation of this smart technology, including the solar panels, will allow for more consistent energy sources for the families that are here, which again is about an upgrade on quality of life and just the well-being and the dignity of each family to be able to satisfy their basic needs. So I again want to thank everyone. I will say that the work that we have done includes an investment of $20 billion, yes, to work on projects like this in terms of homes and the infrastructure that is about private infrastructure. It also includes public infrastructure. The investment that we have made thus far includes $3 billion for reliable energy sources, including rooftop solar, and then over $2 billion that we have been investing in the small business owners and entrepreneurs of Puerto Rico. And all of that work together, creating the synergy that will continue to do and achieve the governor's aspirations and plan for the people of Puerto Rico. And together through our partnership, I see that we are making a difference. There is still more work to do. We are ambitious. Yes, we are impatient. We know it is possible, and we are doing it with a sense of urgency and optimism and inspiration because of families like the one behind me. So I thank you, and I thank everyone for your attention to this matter. Thank you.